In the last class, we have discussed what is fixed exchange rate regime and what are its advantages and disadvantages. So, advantages of fixed exchange rate majorly you can anticipate. That is, you know very well what will be the exchange rate for next six next 6 months or next 1 year. And in this session, we are going to discuss about floating exchange rate. What is floating exchange rate and what are its features? How exchange rate is affected? What are the factors which affect exchange rate? So for 2 marks in your SEM exam, they may ask what do you mean by flexible exchange rate system or what do you mean by floating exchange rate system? So please do remember these two terminologies are one and same, flexible or floating. So flexible or floating exchange rate system refers to a system in which exchange rate is determined by economical forces of demand and supply of different currencies in the foreign exchange market. So this topic in the next few sessions we are going to discuss about why these forces of demand and supply of different currencies varies, why any currency gets more demand and why any other currency gets less demand. Say for example, US dollar is considered as universal currency and majority of the traders who involve in import and export accept and pay or settle their transaction in through US dollar only. So why any currency gets higher demand and why any currency of any nation gets lower demand? That is the major thing, and that topic is very important for 15 marks also. If you uh, if you consider previous 4 years or 5 years question paper, then you will find factors affecting exchange rate. And earlier, while discussing foreign exchange rate regimes, I have mentioned that before going to discuss about factors affecting exchange rate or factors determining exchange rate, you should know what are the different types of exchange rate. And if you consider factors determining or factors affecting fixed exchange rate regime, you cannot say much about it. You cannot explain much about it because only government decides what will be the exchange rate between two different currencies for future specific period. But for floating exchange rate always varies. If you consider dollar to rupee, the exchange rate between American dollar and Indian rupee is always fluctuating. And what is the reason behind this fluctuating? And one more thing, while fluctuating, you should know what is currency appreciation and currency depreciation. Please do note this, and in next few session we will discuss that also. But before entering into floating exchange rate or flexible exchange rate, you should know what is currency appreciation and currency depreciation. Say for example, today's exchange rate between Indian rupee to dollar is 70 rupee, that is $1 is equals to 70 rupee, and if it becomes $1 is equals to 75 in next week, it is called as, see here, rupee has been increased from rupee 70 to 75 for $1. Rupee is increasing and we call it as rupee value is depreciating against US dollar. See, earlier to buy $1 you would have paid 70 rupees. But this week the exchange rate between US dollar to rupee has become 75 rupees per dollar. That is $1 is equals to 75 rupees. That means to buy $1 in last week you would have paid only 70 rupees, and this week you have to pay 75 rupees to buy single dollar. That means buying power or purchasing power of the rupee got reduced. Since the value of the rupee got reduced against dollar, we call it as rupee depreciation against US dollar. See, rupee value, if you look at the exchange rate, last week it was $1 is equals to 70 rupees. 1 week later, it is $1 is equals to 75 rupees. The value in simply you can say that from 70 to 75 it is increasing. But in foreign exchange rate or foreign exchange market, when the rupee increasing against 1 US dollar, that is $1 is equals to 70 rupees, now it is 75 rupees. That means you have to pay 5 more rupee to buy a same dollar, same unit, that is single dollar. So you call it as rupee depreciating against US dollar. On the contrary, if the US dollar $1 is equals to 70 rupees today, and if it becomes, if and only if it is, these facts and figures are all assumptions, if it becomes $1 is equals to 65 rupees next week, from 70 rupees to 65, we call it as rupee is appreciating against US dollar. Why you call it? Even though rupee got reduced, that is from 70 rupees per dollar, now it has become 65 rupees per dollar, 5 rupees difference, and 5 rupee got reduced. Even though it got reduced, you call it as rupee appreciation against US dollar. Why we call it as rupee appreciation? Because earlier you had to pay 70 rupees to buy 1 unit of dollar, but after 1 week, that is today, you are paying only 65 rupees to procure single unit of dollar. That means you are paying 5 rupees less. Why you are paying 5 rupees less? Because buying power of rupee got enhanced or increased. Since the purchasing power of the rupee got increased, we call it as rupee appreciation against US dollar. See, when 70 rupees to 75, we call it as rupee depreciation against US dollar, and from 70 rupees to 65, we call it as rupee appreciation against US dollar. Please do remember, and I will give notes on these two things, rupee appreciation, depreciation, devaluation, revaluation. We will discuss elaborately in next class. So in this session we are going to discuss about what is floating rate or exchange rate, or what is flexible exchange rate. For 2 marks, very important 2 marks SEM exam question, please do note down this. Flexible exchange rate system refers to a system in which exchange rate is determined by forces of demand and supply of different currencies in the foreign exchange market. So this is the definition of floating exchange rate. And the features, the salient features of floating exchange rate: the value of currency is allowed to fluctuate freely according to changes in demand and supply of foreign exchange. That means there are no any other external forces which determines the exchange rate, or no any person, or no any agency, or no any government intervene in determining exchange rate between two different countries' currencies. The rate is determined or fixed or derived through demand and supply factor. So when the demand get increases, the value of certain currency increases against another currency. So the salient feature and primary feature is no any external force affect this exchange rate, and no any external factors affect determining exchange rate. And there is no official intervention, that is the supreme authority in any country, that is government. There is no any government intervention in the foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange market in the sense, the place where one currency is traded against another country's currency. While trading, they have to determine the exchange rate between two different countries' currencies. And while determining the exchange rate, there is no intervention of any government or any official or any other external forces. And flexible exchange rate is also known as floating exchange rate. Please do remember, they may ask what do you mean by flexible exchange rate, or they may ask what do you mean by floating exchange rate, for 2 marks. So these two terminologies are one and same, flexible or floating. The exchange rate is determined by the market, that is through interaction of thousands of banks, firms and other institutions seeking to buy and sell currency for purposes of making transactions in foreign exchange. See, why demand increases for certain currency? If there is a much trading between that currency with other countries' currency, see, if we import more from US and you have to pay in US dollar, then you have to buy US dollar by selling Indian rupee. While buying US dollar, when the volume of procurement or purchasing for US dollar increases, demand also increases. When demand gets increases, the value also increases for certain countries' currency. So the exchange rate is determined majorly on demand and supply factor. And when demand and supply factor is affected, when all these traders, banks and multinational companies intervene in foreign exchange market, when they seek more and more certain currency, that currency gets more demand. When demand increases, value also increases. So this is the major features of floating exchange floating exchange rate system. And please do remember, they ask usually, if you refer previous year's question paper, they ask for 2 marks. What do you mean by floating exchange rate systems and or flexible exchange rate system? But fixed exchange rate, it is repeatedly the question has been asked about advantages and disadvantages of fixed exchange rate. And floating exchange rate, they ask for 2 marks. What do you mean by floating or flexible exchange rate system? In the next class, we will discuss what is the difference between, for 5 marks, what is the difference between fixed exchange rate and floating exchange rate. Thank you.